Hey guys, welcome to another race recap. Here we are at the Cherry Pie Criterium, which is another NorCal Classic. It usually happens in mid-February during the 3-day weekend we have here in the US. It's for our President's Day holiday. And yeah, a little tongue-in-cheek with the thumbnail, but this is about as technical a course as we have here in NorCal. Most courses you probably can get away with not using your brakes, and this is one of the few where you are gonna have to squeeze those levers, which gives people some issues. And yeah, as you could see from the intro, there's definitely a danger for pedal strikes. That's how a lot of people end up going down here, as well as maybe sliding out, but that's a little less common because the pavement is pretty perfect. But yeah, let's take a lap. So we are going through, or about to enter the technical section, which the main features are these two hairpin turns. So we have this right turn into this left hand hairpin, and then we go down this little dip into an uphill and come into a roundabout, which is the second hairpin, as I slot in behind one of our local national champions, Sam, who's an excellent sprinter. So yeah, the courses like this are pretty frenetic from the start. I usually am not really worried about my starting position unless it's like a massive field, but this is one of the days where I'm trying to get there a little early and get up on the front row, because splits are going to start happening basically instantly. As you could probably tell, there's tons of spots where you're having to slow down and then jump up to 1,000+ watts just to keep up. And to make matters a little more interesting, as you could probably see from these flags up on the right hand side of the picture, there was a strong right to left crosswind. So it was making for a pretty interesting race day. And yeah, I joke around with my teammates that this race is basically an interval off, because as you can see right there, 1,000 watts, and then a couple seconds later, 1,000 watts or 980, and then the next lap, 1,000 watts, bam. And yeah, you just you keep doing this, and it's unique because a breakaway really doesn't form through exceptional timing and like tactics. It's more just the course sort of wears on people, and the fittest, best bike handlers usually are a little fresher, and they're gonna find themselves in the selection. So yeah, we jump up about 15 minutes into this race, and my spidey breakaway senses are starting to tingle. It's only 15 minutes in, and it's an hour-long crit, but it's a hard 15 minutes. I think I did like almost 380 watts normalized for that first 15 minutes. So it's serious, and that's hard. People are hurting, and yeah, a breakaway can really happen earlier, I would say, than most criterium courses. So we're on this crosswind section, and my teammate Matt just jumped up, and you can actually play this little game with riders where you try to force them into the wind by getting slightly ahead of them and keep them on your right shoulder. And of course I didn't do that with my teammate Travis right there. I just let him snag a little bit of the draft, but that's something you can try to employ at your races. So yeah, my teammate is up there, and I'm gonna follow this little attack. This guy just bridges back up, and I had momentum, so I just kind of carried it through, and yeah, got a little separation. And now we're gonna watch me take my lines through these corners, and it's pretty tough. It's you're attacking, and you're coming at them faster than just going through with the field. So I was being like a little probably a little too ginger, but I did get a little separation. Oh, and I should say, actually, I did crash on this course, so I clipped a pedal myself a few years ago. So that was weighing in my mind a little bit. But yeah, I can take my own lines, and I'm just trying to be fluid and keep as much momentum as possible so I don't have to completely spike up. And right here, I'm looking behind, and I'm flicking my elbow, trying to get somebody to come through, because we had a little gap, but nobody wants to come through. And I think at this point, the field was on. I can feel them. So still flicking my elbow, and finally I just take this really wide line through the hairpin, force these guys to go through. And they do. And then, yeah, I knew that a counter was going to go. So I'm kind of trying to squeeze on the left side to make them at least go on the right-hand side of me. But as you can see, I don't do a great job of that because bam, bam, these three guys go. And then a fourth. And those are the major teams right there. And then this Mike Spice guy, Andrew Shimzu, I see him kind of do the bluff where he was going to try to go and then sit up, which is a great tactic to do if you want your teammate to get up there. And yeah, we weren't represented, and thank goodness my amazing teammate Travis right there, he grits his teeth and makes it up there. And yeah, that's the breakaway. It's crazy that, you know, it doesn't seem like a super threatening or different move, but yeah, that's all it takes. It's a lot of luck and just kind of being in the right place at the right time, and yeah, that was the break for the day, and they stuck. And I decided to follow this little attack because this guy in the black up there was really trying to get up there, but yeah, he never made it, and yeah, that break was gone. So yeah, the race finally quieted down, or settled down, which I was glad for because I was hurting, I was tired. There goes the break on the right. Oh, and I thought this clip was cool. This is Gavin. I think he's a professional rider, and he just rips this corner. It's like pretty cool. I feel like I'm an okay bike handler, but definitely some of these guys are better than me. Ooh, and there's that pedal clip. That's what happens when you get it wrong. But I think luckily no one went down. So my teammate Matt right in front of me just gave me the 2 laps to go. And yeah, I'm hurting at this point, but we want to do a little lead out just for practice. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to link up with my teammate Matt, and then that's Jacob. And this kind of sucked because I was sort of out here in the wind and I want to squeeze over, but this guy, Jeff, he's doing what I just said. He's forcing me into the wind, so I have to slot in behind him. Because look, there's Gavin there, and he's a exceptionally strong rider, but he's having to do quite a bit more watts than us who are sitting in this draft. So I'm gonna try to take this position back, go on the outside, and it sort of works. I think I do get it back. But I was fighting with him the whole lap, and I think I was maybe a little checked out. I injured my back a few days before this, so I wasn't feeling amazing. I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever had that happen. It's borderline embarrassing, but I threw my back out, and I couldn't even walk, let alone ride a bike. So I missed a few days of training, and it wasn't feeling perfect. It was feeling fine. I took some ibuprofen and made it out to this race, but yeah, I was a little checked out, and that's something I definitely need to work on. You never know with these races. You know, it's bad to check out because anything can happen. And there goes Andrew. He just moves up. That was a nice place to move up, actually. Hairpin, out of it. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay as glued on there. I wasn't taking the turns amazingly, to be honest. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video about bike handling and these technical turns, because it really is a separate skill set, I would say, from high speed turns. It's tricky. It's almost like cyclocross racing. So yeah, I lose another position. I'm just not holding on to my position. We're coming into the final sprint, I find myself behind this guy who obviously is a big sprinter guy. He's super strong. And let's see, I try to do a little sprint, but I was just, yeah, not, I was tired. I was kind of checked out, and yeah, just not as sharp as I should have been. So these guys smoked me. But yeah, it's a great race for an early season kind of wake up call. It really is a little bit of a kick in the teeth. But yeah, not my day, not my day. But I guess hopefully you guys learned something. I know I definitely did that day, and yeah, hopefully we can all learn together. And I super appreciate all the subscriptions and comments and everything. It's pretty cool. I know it's only like, I think we're up to like 200 or something, 190. Maybe we can get to 200 with this video, but yeah, I appreciate it. And I have a few more videos that I'm working on, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.